Hello everyone, what's up? Today in this video I'm going to add Firebase in our Flutter project, and then we will register user with Firebase. So let's get started. So first of all, open your Firebase console. So for that, search for Firebase console and then click on this link, and then you will be navigated to your Firebase console, and then create a project, Firebase project there. Creating the project is really simple. I'm not showing it. I already have created one, this one, and then click on add app. Click on Android, and then we have to provide the package name of our Flutter app. I already have created one Flutter project. It is empty now, and we need to get the project name. So click on Android app src main, and then android manifest.xml file. Copy this project name and then paste it here. Add an optional name. This field is also optional, but we should add it later. But for now I'm keeping it blank, and then click on register app. Then we will get a file to download, google services.json. Download this file. So right after downloading this google services.json file, open up your project folder, Android app, and then paste the file here. You can see the file now from here, Android app, and this is the file that we just downloaded, google services.json. Now click on next. Then we need to follow this instruction. First of all, copy this line of code. Here we have to build on Gradle file. So first of all, open this build on Gradle file and add the dependency we just created, we just copied, and then paste it here. Now open up another build on Gradle file inside the app directory, and then follow the instruction. Copy this one and paste it at the top. Copy this line and add it inside dependencies, and finally copy this one and paste it at the bottom. Now Firebase is added in our project. We need to run the app, but I will do that later. So as we are going to use Firebase authentication, we need to add a Firebase auth package. So we need to add the dependency in the pubspec YAML file. Click here, and eventually we are now ready to use Firebase in our project and also to use Firebase auth. Now open up main.dart file. I have changed it a bit. Basically I'm using 3 widget here, 2 text field and a button, 1 text field for email, another one for password, and then a wrist button where we will click and our user will be registered to the Firebase. So for as we are using text field, we need to use text editing controller to get the text from the text field. So create one controller for email, also another one for password, oops. Okay, now in the text field, add the controller here. For email, add the email controller, and for password password controller. Now we want to sign up our user when we click on this button. So for that we need to use the Firebase auth instance. So use Firebase auth instance create user with email and password. Email, need to mention the email. So our email is from this text field. So use the controller to get the text from that text field. So the controller was email controller, and then get the text from that text field. Similarly, for password controller dot text. So that's all about creating the user in Firebase. But now if you see here, this is returning a future result. So for that we need to make this asynchronous, async, and also we need to await here. So await, and then this is. Now I want to check whether the user creation is successful or not. So for that I can use this then function, and to catch the error can use this catch error function. So we can handle the success result inside this then block and error result inside this catch error. So I want to show a text view, a text, whether the user creation is successful or not. So for that let's create a variable, string variable. Initially it is empty, and I want to show this result in a text field, in a text widget. So text widget, so use that text result variable inside the text widget. Now when the user creation is successful, we want to change that result variable. So for that we need to use set state, and then change the variable result is equal success, and if there is any error, you want to change the variable as failure. So that's all. Now also we need to use this inside the set state. Okay, so that's all about creating user. Now let's review once again. First, we added the Firebase project in our Firebase in our project, and then as we are using two text field for email and password, we are using two text editing controller for the respective field as well. One for email and the other for password. And then inside the raise button, when we click on the raise button, we are registering the user using this Firebase auth instance. And then we are handling the success here inside this then block, and the error inside this catch error block. Now let's run the app. So here is our app up and running. Let's add some dummy email and password. A random password. Click on sign up, and as you can see, success is the result. So if we change add another user, it will show failure because our password is too short. So this is the way we can use Firebase to register our user. You can check the user here in the authentication tab. As you can see, the user we just created is showing here. So that's all about creating Firebase user, Firebase authentication. So if you do like what you saw, please do subscribe to my channel, and that's all. Thanks for watching.